Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jen J. Okay, so ladies, fellas, ladies. Okay, so let me stop. Let me focus. Okay, so ladies, I want to talk to you guys really quick. You guys, oh my gosh, I'm in a season of isolation again. Man, I don't know why I'm back in a season of isolation, but it's all good. I'm actually kind of loving it and I'm embracing it. So, ladies, I have to speak to you. I'm reading this book called Lady in Waiting. I'm gonna say ladies, speaking it into existence for every woman that's watching this right now. Even if you are married, you can come back and be a lady in waiting and apply it to your marriage life right now. But I'm reading this book, Lady in Waiting, and I've already read it once before, but God has really called me to read it again. My spiritual mother, she was just like, you know what, you need to get back in your book, read it again. And oh my God, thank you, Mama Olga. I really appreciate you. I got back into this book and I've been reading and I've just been in the place of just to be able to receive, and it's been so amazing. Oh my goodness. So I need to read this one part to you. It's chapter 4, Lady of Virtue. Just a small little part real quick, and I'm gonna tell you where God took me. One of life's most costly and beautiful objects is born out of pain and irritation, the pearl. A tiny piece of sand slips into an oyster shell and begins to rub against the soft tissue, causing irritation. In response to the irritation, the oyster produces a hard substance. This substance eventually develops into one of the world's most beautiful jewels, a lovely luminous pearl. In fact, the greater the irritation, the more valuable the pearl. Okay, that right there is just so, you're like, wow, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. Or some of you have thought about that and known it, but just really taking it into our lives, ladies. This place of isolation. And God really spoke to me on a deeper level with just this reading of that short little paragraph. If you think about this, one tiny little piece of sand slips into an oyster and begins to wrestle in there and wrestle and wrestle, and it had to be in a special place. It couldn't just be anywhere else. It wasn't under a rock, and it wasn't it had to be hidden away in an oyster, a place that not a lot of people would agree with, a place that would be looked at as, why are you there? Why aren't you all out here with all the other sands? And this really, really spoke to me, you guys, because I'm going to tell you, a lot of you know me. I used to be the life of the party. I was everywhere, clubs, parties. If it was a scene, I was there, knew it. A lot of people that are watching this, or maybe it was, back in the clubbing day, they probably like, yeah, she ain't lying. She was there. But I was sand amongst sand, but to develop into the woman, and I say that with confidence that I am a woman now. Before I was a child, I was doing childish things. I was playing, and I wanted to be liked by everybody. I wanted to be accepted. I wanted to blend in, and I did just that. I blend in. But I got into a place that a lot of people don't agree with. Some people may agree with it. It's not their flavor. It's an acquired taste for some people. I got in a place of isolation. And this place was in God. This place was allowing God to take me and shape me and mold me and continue to wrestle. And it wasn't easy. It was a wrestle at first. I was denying my flesh of the things that I wanted to do, going off of, instead of doing the things that I wanted to do, I went to what I needed to do. And that's where I needed to self-reflect. That's where I needed to allow God to clean me out, to begin and mold me into the woman that He wanted me to be. And I just think about where I'm at right now, and I'm back into this oyster. I busted out. And I thought I was beautiful. And yes, I was a baby pearl, but I feel like I'm back into this oyster again. So I even want to speak to the ladies that I have busted out and are pearl. They're even getting back into that place of isolation where God can do more and more and more. And it even says, in fact, the greater the irritation, I'm going to replace that. The greater the isolation, the more valuable the pearl. And I want to encourage all of you beautiful women, young, old, whatever it may be, to get into this place of isolation, to allow God to shape and mold you into the beautiful woman of purpose. Not just a woman that's looking to be up under a man, but a woman that is called, that knows that she's not just made to lay on her back and just create children and to be married, and that's your only purpose, but a God-given purpose. My purpose is to know, speak, and encourage truth to myself as well as to the multitude. A lot of people go through their life and don't know what their purpose is. And the reason why they don't know, and they come to me and be, Gingy, I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know what God wants me to do and whatnot. It's because you're not allowing your time with God. You're not allowing yourself to be this sand in the oyster so that He can shape and mold you and cleanse you, cultivate you, grow you, prune you, whatever it may do, cut off some roots, bring some stuff up, whatever it may be, to get you to see what you were truly called to do. So I really want to just encourage you ladies, single, married, read this book. It's amazing. But also to not just be content with being sand amongst sand, but going where not everybody's gonna approve, being set apart, and allowing that time for you to become that beautiful pearl. Because a lot of women, I'm not even gonna say women, a lot of girls will die never knowing what their God-given purpose is and who they truly were called to be, because they're afraid of people judging them or being alone. I love you guys. I encourage you. And I'm gonna keep on reading. We'll see what happens, okay? Bye. Talk to you later.